Justin, and he just keeps on walking like they're boys.
Yeah.
And, you know, and Timberlake's, hey, dude, what you doing?
Great seeing you. About your size, production. Ever.
You can look at it and get your away. So we are excited that you're here. My name is Jim Connor. I'm Executive Director of Admissions and Recruitment at Michigan State University. I'm also a baseball alum, and I'm very, very proud to be your Master of Ceremonies today. You're going to meet a lot of baseball folks today. You're going to meet some past Spartan heroes. You're going to meet some Major League heroes. But first of all, you're going to meet the 2017 Spartan Baseball Club, and they are indeed the real stars of today's event. You'll note that they are anxiously awaiting introduction to my left, your right, and they are actually ordering themselves in numeric order. And they have the highest grade point average fall semester cumulative GPA for any baseball club in the history of Michigan State University. So I trust Illinois, Danny Gleaves. Number 2 infielder from Chicago, Illinois, Marty Bakina.
Thanks for being here. Close to 550 people here tonight to celebrate the start of the 2017 season and to really honor our guys. And so it means an awful lot to me to have everyone here tonight. I know it means an awful lot to our players. And it's just a sign of, I guess, the hard work that our guys put in. And it's fun to recognize those guys for that. So again, thank you all for being in attendance tonight. A lot of people that I need to thank very quickly because a night like this doesn't happen, just with 1 or 2 people. So, first and foremost, our president, President Simon, our athletic director, Mark Hollis. You can't find 2 people better to work for. Shelley Applebaum, who's right here in front of me, is our direct supervisor in baseball. And you will not find a better advocate for baseball anywhere on campus in the Big Ten in the country than Shelley. So thank you, Shelley, for being here and for what you do for us. Obviously, my staff is a tremendous staff. I got the best staff in the country, without a doubt. Graham Sykes, recruiting coordinator, is here. Graham, stand up, take a bow for me. And Skylar Mead is our pitching coach. Where's Coach Mead at? Coach Mead over here in the corner. And then 2 former players that I'm just really thrilled that they're part of our program. Our volunteer assistant, Jordan Kerr, and our undergraduate student assistant, Jonathan Ruth. You guys stand up and take a quick bow. Anytime you have former players come back and help your program, I think it means an awful lot. It speaks a lot to what Michigan State is all about. And so it's a real thrill to have those guys in our program. Obviously, our spouses and our families, although my son is going to kill me when we get home. It wasn't my fault, but we couldn't do what we do with the support of our families. And thank you for allowing us to live out a dream to be here at Michigan State. Athletic trainer Matt Moreau, Melissa Talent, who is the glue behind the academic success that we had. And again, our guys posted a 3.22 grade point average last fall, highest in program history. So thank you very much. To all our parents that are here, thank you so much for your support. It's about to get really, really busy for our guys as we hit the road on Thursday. And so we travel better than anybody I think that we've ever seen. So there's a lot of green and white everywhere we go, and it starts with our parents. So moms and dads, thank you so much for all the support that you give to our guys, for sure. All the baseball letter winners that are here, again, when we can bring back alumni and have alumni involved in our program. That was one of the things that I thought we really wanted to do 9 years ago when we got here. We wanted to bring back the alumni group, and so our guys understand what playing baseball at Michigan State means and what that's all about. And to have the amount of alumni here that are here tonight is really overwhelming for a guy like me. thing. So if you're an alum of Michigan State basketball, if you can just stand really quickly and be recognized, please stand up. All over the recruiting is an extremely important part of the program, but I've always said that the backbone of your program is your alumni base. And the people that are here that have gone before us and really laid the groundwork for what we get to experience here, it was done by our alumni. A couple special people that I really would like to recognize from the 1954 College World Series team. Jim Sack and Dick Itzkowski are here. Thank you guys for being here. And also the team captain from the 1948 Michigan State baseball team is here, Bud Erickson. Wow. Mr. Erickson, thank you so much. And then finally, a night like tonight could not run without a lot of people, like I said, but two very important people that make all this possible. On the silent auction side of it, the table sponsors, we have 18 table sponsors tonight that are listed at your table. And the silent auction side of it, this is obviously a fundraiser for our baseball program as well. And this could not have happened had Eric Rosecrans really not taken this thing kind of under his wing. So Eric, thank you. Betsy, thank you for you guys for all you do. And then finally, last and certainly not least, the one that kind of puts this whole thing together and works with seating charts and Kellogg Center and registration and really does just about as much as you can humanly do for this thing is Teresa Ryan. Teresa's right here in the front. And thank you, Teresa. It is, I've been asked a lot over the last couple days about or weeks, I guess, about the team and how's the team going to be and what do you think for the season. I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that this team is really, really good. It's a really good team. And before we talk about baseball, I will tell you it's a really good team off the field. It's a really good team as far as leadership is concerned. It's a really good team as far as one cohesive unit is concerned. I don't know that I've had the good fortune of coaching a group that is as close as this group is, right now. And we've celebrated a lot of really cool things. We got to do a lot of really cool things since September. September 1, or the 3rd, I think it was, started with the Crosstown Showdown in the fall, and then carried on to took a team trip up to Traverse City. Got a chance to play down in Bloomington, play BYU here. A lot of neat things that our guys get to experience, and that I think all brings the group together. We've had some adversity as well, even very recently, and I think that all brings a group together as well also. And so again, this group is it's a fun group to be around. The leadership is tremendous, and this team is really, really good. And that's before we even talk about baseball. So again, it's a lot of fun to be around these guys. They are on the baseball side of it. We're very deep all over the field, which is going to be fun. I think if you want to win a championship, you have to have more than 9 guys, and we do. And I think we've talked since September 1st about how our players have really brought a consistency back to this program, where year in and year out we get a chance to compete for a championship in the tournament, and we're a fixture at from the middle to the top of the Big Ten race. And now it's time to take that to another level. And these guys have responded extremely well. They've answered the bell. They have worked extremely hard since the beginning of September, and I'm excited to go compete with these guys and see what they can do. 7 days from now, we hope to be 4-0, let's be honest, and get the ball rolling. And so, again, when you have a group like that, a group that does so well off the field, they're just a lot of fun to be around. We've stopped doing captains in our program. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We stopped having captains, and what we decided to do was we decided to maybe take a page out of football's playbook and have a leadership group where each class elects 2 guys out of their class, so peers are voting for their own peers, and the 2 guys that are the best leaders, in their opinion, in that group and we bring them together, and we have an 8-man leadership group, council, whatever you want to call it. And so I think that has helped kind of foster some leaders and kind of helped foster some additional leadership throughout our team. But this year's team is a little bit different and a little bit unique.
As a player, it's not something you ever really considered, to be honest with you. And it's a special day. I have my wife here. I have my youngest son, who's 5. My older two, they're 9 and 7. They're both still at home. So they have some other stuff going on this weekend. But the youngest one doesn't always get to do a lot of the stuff when he was little. We'd keep him home lots of times. So this was kind of his little trip. Plus, he's probably the bigger Spartan fan of the 3. So he had one jersey for the flight here and another one for the game last night. And we bought a couple more today. So it's really special to have him here because he's also probably the one who's into the sports the most so far. But we'll get to that later when he gets a little bit older. So, but as long as I'm saying thank you, my college pitching coach Greg Gunderson is here today. Just stand up for a second, bud, please. There's not many times, this is hard for me to do because when we talk on the phone, we talk all the time, we still see each other, we play golf, and most of the time we don't say good things to each other. There's not a lot of compliments, there's a lot of ribbing, there's a lot of making fun of each other, so for me to say nice things, this is going to be difficult, but it's a really good movie. No. I help out with my kids' teams, that kind of stuff. I don't have that personality. It's just not for me. I know a lot of my buddies that got done and went right into the minor league coaching.
A little bit, and you recognized him. Perhaps starred in one of the finest baseball movies ever written, produced, and performed and shown on the screen, and that's Tim Busfield. Tim, you want to stand up and wave?
No kidding. He lives in Holland.
Tim is now teaching on campus, so it's great to have him here in town. We are really excited about the guest speakers tonight. They have a video to introduce him, and I was going to let that happen, but I'm going to wait a couple seconds because there are some incredible numbers that you need to hear about this all-time baseball great. You got to understand how competitive this man has been and continues to be today. I had a chance to talk to him for a few minutes before the banquet began. In his 18-year career, he compiled 254 wins. He established a career ERA of a 3.90 while appearing in 549 Major League games. In his 527 starts, he had 175 complete games, while striking out 2,478 hitters. In 10 of his 12 full seasons with the Detroit Tigers, he compiled double-digit complete game totals in 10 of those 12. And you got to remember, in most of those seasons, he was playing for a Sparky Anderson-led baseball club. And Sparky Anderson earned the title Captain Hook because the minute a guy got in trouble, they were out of the game. But not this fellow. I don't know how much it's worth to you, but I've heard it now for the 3rd time when I say it. If I had a Hall of Fame vote, Jack Morris would be #1 on the list. Let's go to the video real quickly and then bring our speaker up.
Jack Morris was a 4-time World Series champion, winning rings with the Detroit Tigers, the Minnesota Twins, and the Toronto Blue Jays. He also threw a no-hitter on April 7th, 1984. In addition to being a 5-time All-Star, Morris was also the Sporting News Pitcher of the Year in 1981.
Watch Jack Morris work. He is a war horse, that guy right there.
Morris was the AL wins leader in 1981 and 1992. as well as leading the AL in strikeouts in 1983 with 232. Morris finished his 18-year big league career with 254 wins and was voted as the World Series MVP in 2001. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Morris.
At least we're at table 47 and he's number 27.
I know what you're thinking. How does a guy that skinny get this fat? I'm lucky, I guess. I really had my doubts whether I was actually going to be able to attend this tonight. But 2-3 months ago, my son Eric, who played here at Michigan State, called me up and asked me, Dad, what are you doing in February? And I thought, oh good, maybe I get to go snowmobiling with him this year. And I go, why? He goes, well, the Spartans asked me to ask you if you'd come and be the keynote speaker for their fundraising dinner. And I said, you want me to come? You know, I was concerned about maybe I'd embarrass him. And he said, yeah, would you come? So I agreed right on the spot that I'd come. Well, fast forward, and part of the reason you get old is because you get gray hair and you forget things. So, about a week ago, it dawned on me that tonight's my wedding anniversary.
I hope she's here.
And, you know, what's a guy to do? So, you know, my wife has been forever and ever telling me to write things down, put it on the calendar. Like Mark, I do a lot of broadcasting. I'm a busy guy, involved with baseball. I do a lot of speaking. And I went up to her and I said, honey, guess what? And she goes, not again. And I said, yeah, I screwed up, but, you know, is there anything I can do? You know, can I soften below dinner, anything you want? What do you need? She goes, how about a divorce? And I looked at her and I said, well, I really wasn't willing to spend that much. I made it here tonight, and I hope to say hi to her when I get home tomorrow. My journey in baseball, a lot like Mark, has been an incredible one. You know, it's amazing stuff, and I guess I did. You know, there was a time, and I've had this conversation with several pitchers. I'll ask Mark here, because I'm sure at one point in his career, it had to dawn on him. But you're on the mound, you're pitching a game. You're several years into your career, and you're getting a little fatigued, but you have it in you to continue to hit your spots, and you're reaching back, and you're getting guys out, and this thought comes over you. And the thought is, I'm going to do this forever.